Whew. 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 What's up guys? This is Socha. 皆さん調子どうですか？今日はですね、農園に来ています。ということで、今日は Day in the Life 農園。では、一日に密着していきましょう。いっか。
I'm Farmer Laura Fletcher here at Rainbow View Farm. I have been here for 12 years. We're in the town of Rainbow and you have a view. Each tree has a beautiful view, so it's Rainbow View Farm. I actually am trained as an emergency room doctor and I practiced emergency medicine for 15 years in hospitals all across California. And I got completely burned out and very sick. I found this land and I started planting fruit trees one by one, and over a period of years I started getting healthier and healthier, and pretty soon the whole hillside was filled with hundreds of fruit trees, and now it's what I do full-time and I love it. So the fig fruiting season is over and these will start to lose their leaves and go dormant for the winter that we have here in Southern California. So in order to have them branch well the next year, they need to be pruned. So that's where a branch comes out. So it'll either come here or it'll come out here or here, but I don't want it to go that direction, so you cut right above the direction that you want it to go. So every tree becomes like an art project because you're helping develop beautiful structure and beautiful shape, and it also makes them more productive. Instead of having long branches and a few fruit, if you prune the right place, then you can have multiple branches with more fruit the next season. So this is the flower that dried up and produced the fruit. Some are pink on the inside and some are white on the inside. Pink ones have better flavor. The white is very decorative. That's another thing. You want fruit to look pretty, interesting. Like I have a whole project on trying to develop pink fleshed apples that will grow here. Usually they need too much cold, but I've found a couple pink fleshed apples that are happy. If they're just regular fruit, that's boring. You want fruit with pretty colors, pretty shapes. That's what I enjoy. Trying to train them into these rings. And then you see they cascade over. So even the way that you grow fruit can be pretty. It's like architecture, right? I don't grow anything with chemicals. Definitely not. Everything's organic. There's no regular schedule. Every day is different. And that's actually what I love. If there were a regular schedule, I wouldn't want to do this. I'll walk certain sections each day and check and see what the trees need. Do they need to be pruned? Is the fruit ripening? Other wildlife come in and started to damage the trees. And the trees and the vines and the weather and the rocks, they all teach you. So you observe what the tree or the vine likes or doesn't like, and then you learn what to do next time. You try what doesn't work, and then you learn what not to do next time. It's more observation and responding to the needs of the trees, like your family. These trees, these plants, they're all my family, and so it's a beautiful experience growing fruit. Ready? This makes me happy. Having surprise colors in the middle of your fruits, when it actually works, that makes me happy. Because apples aren't usually pink. That makes me very happy. Do you see how the neck of this fig is curved? That it's pointed down? That's that, and it's a little soft. That's how you know it's ripe. Figs are only actually good to eat when they ripen on the tree, and then they only have about a day or two once they're ripe to be eaten. That's why you don't find good, sweet, fresh figs in stores, because they're very tedious to pick and they have to be picked at the exact right moment. And that takes years and years to learn to find the exact right moment that a fruit is perfectly ripe and perfectly full of flavor. I can only grow the short banana plants because there's so much wind here that the tall banana plants knocks them over. So these are all dwarf bananas. This is another thing that makes me so happy. Look how beautiful. The bees can't pollinate them. I have to find the right flower. Aha! This one. Yep. So in order to create fruit, this is the pollen. You have to take some of the pollen and you have to put it on this part. So then it will make a fruit. Can you see this round green? That's what becomes the fruit. And we go flower to flower. This is another thing that makes me happy. The flowers only open for one day, and they open at about noon, and they close at about 5 p.m. So you have one chance to create a fruit. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to make delicious fruit. Everything takes time. So I have maybe 100 varieties of fruit. Some have really loved it here and some have not. So it's been a process, completely a labor of love. My biggest curiosity was mango trees. They're not supposed to grow well here in Southern California, but I knew that the weather was getting warmer and warmer each year. I started researching and collecting varieties to test them and see which might like to live here. It's turned into hundreds of trees. A lot of the mango trees that I planted starting 10 years ago, they still haven't produced fruit. They're still trying to decide if they want to live here or not. So I tried to make it a beautiful place for them so that they are happy and decide, okay, I'm ready, I'll produce fruit for you now. This is my love, honestly. This is a sweet tart mango tree. It tastes the best in the world. And these trees have been with me since they were little babies. And now they're growing up. Isn't it beautiful? This makes me happy. So many years of them not setting fruit, and finally this year we've got the first few. And just the things that I like the flavor of, that's what I plant. Same thing with mango. Try certain varieties of mango and then I track down where can I find that tree. And sometimes it's in Florida, and I have trees from Asia, from India. From my childhood, every Christmas, I grew up in Texas. We used to receive this little box of tiny tangerines. And I just remember that flavor, and forever I wanted to figure out what that fruit was. It came from a great aunt who lived here in Southern California. When I had the property, I started searching for that flavor of fruit, and I tried every tangerine that I could try. I researched to find the right size, and finally I found it. It's the Kishu tangerine. It's a tiny Japanese seedless, easy to peel tangerine. So I had to drive a long distance, but I got some trees, and so I planted those trees. It's a very happy place, full of fruit and flavor that mean a lot to me. Life is about using your senses, and that's what I get to do every day as a fruit farmer. There are beautiful smells, there are beautiful colors, there are different textures, and so many flavors. So that's what I enjoy, and that's what I can share with other people. Plant a fruit tree. Watch and see what happens. You don't have to know everything. That's how I started. I have no training in agriculture. I just dug a hole, got a fruit tree, and put it in the ground. You care for it like you would care for a person, and it's all going to work out well. Developing a relationship with something that's living and growing. You get to celebrate every time it puts out a new branch, when it flowers, when little fruit begin. It's a journey that I would recommend to anyone. When the weather is just right and you have the most beautiful fruit and you get to share that flavor with someone and that flavor has an impact on them, that's the best reward.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. See you next time.